How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Galacticare. I hope you're having a good one because I'm excited to be back. It's been a little bit since we played this. It's been like a week, maybe two. I'm going to talk over Ultra because I'm introing a video, okay? It's my video, Ultra. Thank you very much. It's been about a week or two. I've been just kind of busy with stuff, and this was one of those games that, as much as I'm enjoying playing this, I really wanted to play more Airport CEO. I've been playing a little bit more Transport Fever 2, and I'm going to be trying a new thing with the channel over the course of the next couple of weeks, where instead of doing maybe 3 or 4 series at a time, I'm going to maybe do 2 and try to have those either be daily or every other day, sort of interchangeably, so that something like Transport Fever 2 isn't going to end up lasting 3 or 4 months. It might be like a month or 2, depending on how many episodes are in the series. Because I feel like we just wrapped up Airport CEO. It was 17 episodes for this year's series. It lasted probably longer than it should have. It probably should have been 3 weeks at most, which would be about perfect because I usually don't upload on Sundays. So that would have been 6, 12, 18 across 3 weeks, you know. Anyway, I'm going to be trying to do that. So with Galacticare, we're going to be doing a little bit more of this over the next couple of days. Not promising that I'm going to finish this game. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll take it level by level, hospital by hospital. We'll see how I feel about it. I'm not saying I won't. I'm not saying I will. I'm just going to stick with it until I feel like we've done everything there is to do, which might be the entire game. It might not be. Stick with it. We'll find out. Anyway, with it being a couple of weeks since I played this, I'm not 100% sure where I left off. It does seem like we have a bit of an emergency going on with these little guys here. We've got these little tanky guys sitting around doing their thing, getting some treatment for whatever's going on with them. This robot looking, sort of Borg looking thing. I might be, I don't know enough about Star Trek really to know if it's kind of Borg-ish. There's a little bit of like Star Trek's Borg going on there. It's kind of cool. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it's the vibe that I get. Anyway, if I hadn't spent the last 3 minutes talking about channel stuff, I would have probably gone through here and prioritized the treatment on these little guys. But given that I did just spend those 3 minutes talking about channel stuff, we can probably go ahead and speed things up to get these guys treated that little bit quicker. We've treated quite a few of them already, which is great. It did look like one just got on a train. I'm not sure if he was treated or not, but that's totally fine. I think what we can maybe do, since you look, oh no, you're going in for treatment. That's great. What are you complaining about? What is the issue here? Messy area. Okay, so there is vomit on the ground, and that's because of these guys, the vomitungs that we need to be getting rid of. So we'll go through and clear up a few of those so that people aren't being sick everywhere. Do we have any other complaints around the place? You were complaining about not having seating. And I know that at one point, I think the tanky, if I'm not mistaken, were complaining about well-maintained rooms. I know someone, yes, the tanky like upgraded rooms. Now, something I thought was a thing was using, where is it in here? Using the research lab to research upgrades for rooms. What I forgot was that upgrades are actually things like this, the efficiency regulator, the subsonic dampener, the technique monitor, and the holodock emitter. These are room upgrades. So if we end up with a bunch of tanky complaining about there not being any room upgrades, we can just make some or buy them from Baz when he comes around. And if all works out, we can just place, here we go. So we have got some complaints about there not being any upgraded rooms. So if we go into our inventory and we go into one of these tabs right here, for the life of me, I can't remember which one, crafting, we do have the ability to get some upgrades in here. So the efficiency regulator will boost the income of a room by, well, it's plus 200%. The subsonic dampener reduces damage by 95%. The technique modifier is more XP for doctors. You know, I want to make 2 of those. I want to make 3 of those because that sounds like a really cool idea. I'm not going to lie. And then if I go in here, we have got some space. So I could put this thing maybe right here. So the doctor in that room gets some bonus XP. I don't really know. I mean, these are the diagnosis rooms, right? If I remember right, yes. Do I want my I guess diagnosis rooms being a little bit better is not the worst thing in the world. I kind of like that as an idea. I think it probably makes a bit of sense. And we have got some diagnosis going on over here as well. So I don't know if that'll make it quicker. Oh no, it's not making it more efficient. It's making the doctor better. I guess higher level diagnosis doctors or specialists might just be quicker or more accurate in their diagnosis. It doesn't really matter. The main point was that we wanted the upgraded rooms so that the tanky would be a little bit happier. So now that we've done that, we're hopefully not going to see any complaints other than the fact that the place is a little bit filthy, but we do have the Medibots going around doing their thing, hopefully cleaning things up as they, I mean, that one just went past a bunch of vomit, but you know, that's fine. I'm not really sure why he just went past the vomit, but I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to run the hospital and get a little bit of free money by clicking on a bunch of floating things.
With more Medibots, we may be able to reach hygiene standards set in the 19th century.
All my comrades now cured. Thank you, Director. We'll never forget this. Never resolve my debt to you. Very grateful.
Okay, so we managed to treat everybody. That's good. I also got a bit of a sideways comment about all the sick everywhere, which these little vomitung things are absolutely everywhere. And I mean, hopefully I got all of them. Didn't really seem like there were any of them over this way. And maybe that's why the Medibots were running around like crazy. Oh, hold on a minute.
Tanky patients cured of their connection to the voice. Staggering. Never expected such an outcome. Privileged to be here for this breakthrough.
Beautiful. So we absolutely did do the thing. I do feel like I need more Medibots. I'm not going to lie. Definitely seems like they're not able to keep up with the amount of sick around here, but we'll not worry about it. Let's have a look at my rewards. Interesting. Ooh, claim your rewards. So do I get all of those, which is great. I'm going to keep the game paused for a second because just before I listen to whatever Ultra has to say, I would like more Medibots around here just because I think that's a good idea. We also have 3,000 XP if I give that to a doctor. That's actually kind of cool. We've got telepads, which is instantaneous teleportation to and from other telepads in the hospital. That's interesting. I don't know where I would put this or what I would do with it, but I want to say here is kind of a cool spot. And then maybe like from over here. So you can like teleport from, I don't know, this check-in area up to like here if you want to. I don't know why you would necessarily want to, but that's what I'm thinking for now. And the other thing is I can move these, right? So I can put it there. And if I expand into this part of the hospital, I can put, you know, a teleportation thing up here so you can teleport from one corner to the other. That seems kind of neat.
We'll provide teleporter pads. Just finished tinkering. Stand on one pad, zoop to another. Technical term. Check your pockets afterwards.
Can I use them to heal? I've never been teleported around before.
Mary, I don't have the foggiest idea, so I'll simply say yes and keenly await the results. Good luck, little fellow.
I don't know how I feel about the Medibot just kind of being thrown to the wolves, but it does look like this is working.
Pilot reports an encounter with a hypercooled nebula upon exiting the LomeNet. Passengers inside seriously affected. Please do your best.
A particularly frosty train this time, it seems. Fortunately, Ms. Orion has been hard at work on a solution for snapped frozen tissue. We'd better get prepared. Director, Ms. Orion has yet another ingenious new idea. Or crackers, depending on your perspective.
Okay, so we have a call that we need to listen to, but I want to talk to Baz first because we can now get ourselves more teleport pads, which I think is very cool. How much? They're 30,000 each. So here's my theory. If I get one for free, first off. So I can just have people teleport from one corner to the other. You can just go wherever you want, right? I like that a lot. I think I'm also going to get myself another pair of Medibots though, because that seems like a better idea given how filthy this place has been at times. So we'll get a couple of Medibots out there. We have a teleport pad here. We have a teleport pad here. I think I'm just going to put another one in here for now. This seems like a pretty solid spot for it. And I think I'm just going to put it, I mean, I can't put it right in the middle. I sort of can put it right in the middle of reception. I don't think I want to put it right in the middle of reception. I think there's kind of neat. And I think with this one, we'll do exactly the same thing. We'll move it a little bit closer. So it's kind of like, hey, you've checked in. Congratulations. Step on the teleporter and away you go. I don't know if they're going to be worth it. I really don't, but it's kind of cool. Anyway, let's see what Ms. Orion has to say.
Director, some conditions will require a radical new form of treatment. And after an extended episode of insomnia, I managed to figure out just the thing, a gun. Hear me out. You know how there's skin on people? And you know how guns are about getting past those things and inside the mortal body? Because bullets love to do violence? It's like that, but instead of bullets, it's medicine. It can also be a flamethrower, gently and unobtrusively thawing the snap-frozen flesh of our patients without causing any permanent damage. Probably. Hope this helps.
There is so much. There's so much to unpack about what was just said. You know how people usually have skin is not a sentence Okay. You know, a giant, the canon of medicine. Yeah, I'm absolutely here for it. So I'm assuming I'm gonna need one of those. And the new people are gonna need them. I'm gonna just mute him for a second because I just need to build stuff. I know I need to build stuff. Okay. I know I need to build stuff. Let's see. So it's 7,500 for the canon of medicine. It needs to be 2x5. I can get a couple of them here. I can do one there. This is ridiculous. Look at this thing. I love it. Oh, I can absolutely do 2 of them. That's amazing. Can I get anything in here decorative? I can do some cabinets along this wall. I'm going to, because I think that's amazing. I can't get one right up there, which is a bit of a shame, but I can do another one of these guys, which I want to put a can on that one. I love this. I genuinely do. It's so good. Let's put a burning moon poster in there to kind of be like, you know, it's relevant. It's got fire on it, right? That's the idea. We can also do the burning moon art, I suppose. Is this where the person gets set on fire, or is that where the person gets set on? Is this thing? You know what? I'm not worried about what direction the fire goes. I don't think it matters. We'll confirm this. That's a great looking room. We can copy the room and put another one here and confirm that because we sort of have the money to do it. And we're kind of left with this little space at the side, which is totally fine. I'm kind of thinking maybe a vending machine down here could be a bit of an idea. We probably do want some toilets in this area as well, but I'm going to do another vending machine here because we have some seats out front. And then what I think I'll do is just grab this guy, spin it around a little bit, and maybe I can't do it there. I can do here. And I think I can do, yeah, I can do right there. So that gives us a little channel down towards the vending machine. I don't know if people will use it or not, but that's fine. I'm also going to do, oh, I can't have these guys super close together. That's really unfortunate. I would have liked them to be. Maybe this one gets moved instead because I want to put it here. And I think I'm going to move you as well and put you here. So if I swing you around that way, that's not really where I wanted it. I want it right here. I'd like to copy these guys. We have them in line with that other bench, and I can sort of do something like this and this, I suppose. And that just gives us more seating, and I think that's all right. Maybe a couple of flowers in here, a couple of these little sunflowers right at the end of this, and I don't really want to do I want to do this? I guess I sort of do. Again, it's a little bit of color to break things up a little. Big old open space in front of all of this. I don't love it, but at the same time, we're dealing with a lot of fire. So if we do have patients that happen to run out of these rooms on fire, then at the very least, they have a nice open space to run into, right? That's how I'm going to choose to look at this. Now you, Rock, are actually specialized in projectile medicine. I don't know. I don't like that phrase. I'm going to be honest. I don't like the phrase projectile medicine. I mean, I do. I think it's hilarious, but it's slightly terrifying. Anyway, we'll put Rock in there and let's make sure you are in fact assigned to, I need you. I need to move you to that room and I need to make sure that you stay there is what I need you to do. So we're going to lock you to that room. And then we do have, if I'm not mistaken, we do still have Twiggy Pop, who if we engage you, I can put you in that room And I think I can... Oh, we already have someone in that room. Okay, so where are you going? You're going to Staff Lounge 1. Do we want to maybe just dismiss you? That might not be a bad idea. We also have your skill tree, which I can't remember if that's hospital by hospital or what it is. Interesting. Let's dismiss you. I don't think we need you right now. I'm gonna be slightly annoyed if we do, but we have got a doctor coming over here, which is honestly completely fine. So with that in mind, it's what, 1 minute 40 something until this train gets here. I probably could have just let the game run while I was building these. That's gonna be, we've had this discussion with City Skylines. We've had this discussion with Airport CEO, Transport Fever, just about every game I play. I seem to have gotten worse in the past, I don't know, a couple of years, I guess, for pausing games. Oh, hello, speaking of which, for pausing games to build things rather than just sort of letting the game go. And it means that we end up in situations like this, where I could have just built stuff while the game did its thing, but I decided to pause it for whatever reason. Oh, hello. You're gonna give me a little bit of free money. Don't mind if I do. Speaking of which, 80,000 credits, 36.5 for this zone. You're complaining a little bit. I am very tempted. I think we will, if this hospital is gonna be going for another little bit, which I assume it will, given that we're only halfway on the distance, I think I am gonna need to buy more space. So let's grab this zone. We're not gonna need it right now, but we might as well get it for a little bit of, you know, future proofing. Anyway, this is the frozen train. I'm going to turn this guy's voice back on as well. And we need to treat all of you. Now, the good news... Oh, they're all teleporting. Are they teleporting? Oh! I didn't think about this as a reason for them to teleport. They get off the train on this side and they teleport to the other. That's so good. Okay. I genuinely didn't think about them teleporting to the other side to check in. But that makes perfect sense. And then, of course, they have to be diagnosed, which, I mean, I think it's pretty clear what's going on with them. But what should be interesting is that they come out of there, and I'd hope they go to the teleporter, and then they teleport over. Oh, look at that. Wait, what are you? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That's so good. Oh, it's horrific. That's horrific, but it works. You can't argue with the results, right? That's that is yeah, you can't argue with the results is how I'm going to look at that. You cannot argue with those results. Now, while we're waiting for all of that to happen and everyone to get treated, I've just realized that adding a little bit of bonus XP to rooms where we have someone like this fella working is actually good because they're a bit thick. They have reduced experience gains, so we're kind of compensating for that with the experience boosters in there, which is 400% higher, which I think is going to do a fantastic job. Now, let's see what's going on with Baz. We have efficiency regulators and cleanliness beacons. We have a fair bit of money. Let me get 2 more of these guys, and I will take the stabilizing solution for free as well. Let me now go in and we'll drop 2 more little bots in there just to make sure that the place stays nice and clean and that anything that comes over to try and make our patients vomit gets dealt with. That's sort of the goal. Now, looking at it, we are down to our last handful of patients. I think we just have these 2 left. So it's 12 patients total. I think we've managed to treat all of them, which is amazing news. Very, very happy about that. We've got this guy just got done. Health is, what, 93%? Mood is 80%. That's not bad at all. And then over here, are you doing all right? You didn't get murdered by the fire? 63%, 75%. You know, it's not as good as the other one, but I do think we treated all of them, and I think they all survived, which I'm very, very happy about. I guess we just need to wait for this one who teleported down here to hop the train and head out. And that's great. That's Absolutely. I'm really quite happy about that.
Successfully and ahead of schedule. Impeccable. Better than Tenki efficiency. We'll send you a special Tenki baklava as thanks.
All right, we've got more rewards to have a look at. What do we got? A new blueprint for Loam Gate. Increase the flow of patients entering the hospital. Looks delicious. This item can now be crafted. We also get one of these. I'm curious to see what that's all about.
Uploading Loam Gate technology to your station. Uses your loam tapping technology to bring in more patients. May help your metrics. Good for a challenge.
Okay. Good for a challenge, meaning what exactly? That's... we've been dealing with a lot of patients already.
Hello. Some late departures from Burning Moon are due to arrive at your hospital for various treatments. Likely intoxicated. Wishing you luck.
Burning Moon, eh? Unless something else exploded, I imagine they're suffering from the same conditions we encountered while on contract there.
Okay, that's fair enough. I don't remember what those conditions were that we were dealing with while we were there, so it's going to be a little bit of a surprise for me to figure out. I think I'm going to put this Loam Gate thing up here. I don't know if this is a good place for it, but I think that's where it's going to go. And oh yeah, people just sort of float out of it, which is really weird. It's really strange. Just sort of seeing people float out of this thing and then I guess go down that way or go over elsewhere. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put that thing in a slightly more central position, but it's fine where it is. It's totally fine where it is. Now, I guess my question is, with this Burning Moon train coming in, am I supposed to remember what I was treating people for? Because, like I said, for the life of me, I have no idea. I really don't remember. Also, do we need more staff rooms? That's probably another important question. We do have one down here. I think another staff room is probably not a terrible idea. I also think maybe putting some decorations in this space is an idea as well, because we are going to be dealing with people walking back and forth at some point. So maybe a little something like that. Maybe some more benches around here would be a bit of an idea. So one right there, one right there. We can copy you and put you right about there. And that seems a little nicer. Is there anything I can put in the middle of the floor? That's the real question. We have got things like these. What is this? Oh, I forgot we had this hologram of this guy dancing. I genuinely forgot that was a thing. We'll put this in here. This seems like a cool thing to have. And I guess I can sort of try to get it to sit sort of centrally, which is, I think, there. So that seems all right. Seems like a good place for it. I don't mind it. We could do this up in the wall as well, just because we can. And that seems like a good amount of decoration for that corner. Now, I think, given that we're dealing with a bunch of people, bunch of strays from Burning Moon, maybe what we can do is copy some more diagnosis rooms, especially with this thing right here. And we could do 1, 2, we could do 3 of them right there.
A delightful tiny bus has driven onto the tracks. Its charms do nothing but I fury. That is that Band 6 vehicle? The Kuba Bali musician we saw too just the other day?
It is I, Clem Banzig, here from yet another scintillating adventure.
Mr. Bansig, may I ask why your bus is directly on the tracks? You've interrupted the next train's destiny.
Yes, I'm sorry for getting in the way, but I'm suffering from a very confusing issues and, well, you did such a good job before, I thought you might be able to help us again.
Mr. Bansig, have you encountered any vending machines lately?
No, Yes, I have. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me, but if I don't get back on the road soon, the manager's gonna edit my genome and clone me. They have the right, you see.
Nothing to worry about, sir. We'll sort you in a jiffy. That said, it may have been wiser to queue rather than park in the way of 180 tons of oncoming virile train.
I don't care. I want that train to really go to town on me. Just paste me into ruin right here.
Don't we all, sir?
What? There's a lot to unpack about what was just said there, and I don't know if I don't know about that. Okay. I would I'd like more diagnosis rooms, please. I would just one more diagnosis room. That's all I want. Let's do I'm really trying to recover from that conversation. Let's do one here, I suppose, and we'll do another one next to it. I was gonna say I want to put 3 of these across here, but this space is a little bit bigger, so we can maybe that is where we'll do a staff room. Maybe that's not such a terrible idea. Just doing another little staff lounge up here. We'll do the door, I don't know, way off to the right or something like that. We'll do this thing as close to the middle as we can get, which I think is right there. And we'll do some couches if we can, which apparently would have to go not like that, unfortunately. Can I get you down there? No. All right, let's move this thing to be, I guess, up against this wall. Can I now get another couch in here? No. What about this guy? Yeah, that works. Okay, and then in terms of other decorations, I mean, what is that? That's a speaker? I guess we can do music for the staff room. Doesn't seem like a terrible idea. We'll do it sort of in the corner like that. This is a Medi Hollow plant. That's kind of cool, but I don't think I want it. The data track, I do like the look of that thing. It's pretty cool. And we'll do some rugs or something like that if I have them. I'm pretty sure we absolutely do. So we got this huge oval rug, which can live right about there. And that seems fine. So we'll confirm that. We'll go ahead and say that it's going to be recolored to be orange, I suppose. And then these 2 diagnosis rooms are fine as they are. So in terms of recruitment, I'm pretty sure at this point we can bring Twiggy in here. And hopefully I can assign Twiggy to work in diagnosis. Twiggy, if you wouldn't mind going to the diagnosis room there, that'd be great. We'll go ahead and lock you to it. And then all I need, I'm pretty sure, is 1 more doctor that can do diagnosis, which none of you currently can. So we'll reject all of them and see who we get. You are a trainee. You are centrifuge. You are in the skin lab. Again, horrible name. Trainee as well. I'm going to get rid of the trainees for now because I just don't really think we need to worry too much about them. Skin lab as well, and hopefully diagnosis. No. All right, reject everybody. We get another centrifuge. You are diagnosis though, so we'll hire you for that room and we will lock you to it. So now we have people working in those diagnosis rooms. We are, of course, going to need some benches for out front. We also have Baz here, which is totally fine. Totally fine. We'll deal with him in just a second. I would like to get myself another vending machine, I think. And then I want to get myself some more benches. Now, I'm actually kind of thinking that I might start using these benches just so I don't keep having to, basically so I don't have to keep placing the plants myself, to be completely honest with you. That's genuinely my thought process right now is if I just do this, it makes my life a little bit easier. And I think that's probably for the best right now. So we'll double this up. We'll have these spaces for people to sit. Over this way, I'm less concerned, although I do think, can I get away with like a toilet right there and a toilet right there? I totally can. I would also kind of like some kind of bin around here. So we'll do maybe a little bit of trash disposal over this way would be an idea, or in this corner. I like that. I like it being right in the corner there. Only 1 person can get to it at a time, but that's fine by me. And I suppose in terms of other decorations, maybe a few little plants alongside the bathrooms just to make this place a bit more pleasant looking. That seems like a reasonable little thing to do. I also notice I can put plants on this. I don't know if I want to do that. It's kind of cool though. It's definitely interesting, definitely different. I guess we will. I guess that just gives us some bonuses to how this thing looks. I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. Either way, we have the diagnosis space. Let's see what Baz has going on. We've got another loam gate. I don't think we need one. We could get more teleporters though, and I think I will. I think some teleporters here would be a great idea. We'll take this for free. And I'm not going to get an extra med bot because I don't think I need one. But I do think this extra teleporter could go right here, and that would be a way for people to teleport instantly from up here, from the Loam Gate down to check-in.
I finally feel like myself again. Thank you. I hope I can get back on track before the label replaces my brain with a computer.
Not bad. We managed to treat him in pretty good time, which is fantastic news. What else has he got to say?
Oh, that was fast. Thanks a lot. I'll try to avoid fizzy drinks in the future, but the label keeps setting me up with these promotions.
Okay, so he keeps getting sponsored to drink, I don't know, energy drinks, I guess. Which, honestly, I don't know if being 30 is too old for me to have the lack of self-control that I have when it comes to certain energy drinks. But when I was, I don't know, what age would I have been? I never really got into energy drinks until I was 16, and I had grown. So I grew, a little bit of story time here. I grew my hair out. I'm gonna slow the game down a little. What do you gotta say?
Burning Moon Revelers is now finally arriving.
Okay, so this is the Burning Moon train. We'll get back to my story once I figure out what exactly I need to worry about on this train, which is huge, by the way. Really, really big train of people. A lot of sick on board as well, which is not great. 1, 2, 3. Oh my, that's a lot. There's a lot of patients. So looks like a lot of, so hold on. What do you got right now? You've got Metalhead. How do we treat Metalhead? It is treated, I don't remember how it's treated. I've completely forgotten how it's treated. I guess we'll follow along and wait, diagnosis, laser surgery. That's the one. How many laser surgery things do we have? We have this one up here. Do I only have the one or do I have multiple? It looks like I've only got the one. So let's fix that real quick because that is going to be a problem, and then we'll get to story time. So for laser surgery, obviously we can't really be blocking that entire space. I think I'm just going to do this and confirm, and then I'm going to copy you again. And we'll do this and confirm. And then in terms of benches for these guys, we'll do, I guess, one right about there. We'll do one right about there. I unfortunately don't think I can double these up further, which is a bit of a shame, but that's not the absolute end of the world. We could do some more on this side, but I think what I'll do is a bench right there. And maybe a bench right about there. And we'll just sort of go down the ways with these a little bit. I'm actually going to stack up a whole bunch of them. And then if I can do another one here, which I absolutely can, I'm going to. And then I'm going to take out these middle ones. So people kind of walk through the middle of this. I don't know if I like that actually. I don't think I do. I think we'll just stick with the little set of 2 right here. And that'll be totally fine. So we'll get rid of all of those. That's all right. Maybe this thing goes into the middle of those as well, just so it's kind of out of the way. And that seems fine. We are going to need some staff that can work this, though. We need someone that can deal with lasers. So we'll reject everybody and hope that soon enough we'll get someone that can actually do lasers, which, of course, now I'm getting nothing but diagnosis, which I love that. There we go. Carl Catapult. What a name. What a name. Let's get you locked to that. And have we got anyone else that can do lasers? Unfortunately, no. So reject everybody. And we'll get some more people in here. You are Skin Lab. You are going to be... Man, are none of you going to be able to do lasers for me? Really? Is that how we're doing this? It feels like trying to find a taxi in Grand Theft Auto 3 when you decide that you want a taxi and the game's like, guess what I'm not going to give you. All right, well, you know what? We have one more laser surgery than we did. So, story time. Energy drinks. That's what we were talking about. Energy drinks. Basically, I didn't get into energy drinks until I was about 16. I had grown my hair out from roughly age 12-ish? Roughly age 12, because I would have been 11 when Star Wars Episode 3 came out. And I saw Anakin Skywalker had grown his hair out for Star Wars Episode 3, and 11-year-old me thought that was the coolest thing, so I was like, I'm gonna grow my hair, and I did. And as a kid, I had very, very blonde hair, so as my hair started to grow out, I decided I wanted brown hair to be like Anakin. And so I was allowed to dye my hair. I guess the thought was that I'd kind of reached the age where I was starting to experiment with my appearance. And so, you know, me at 11 wanting to dye my hair, it was like, okay, whatever. And I'd always seen my grand dyeing her hair and things like that. So anyway, I was allowed to do it. It looked terrible. It was a really, really bad dye. It was brown. It was a very chocolatey color. It was very, very saturated. Anyway, the point that I'm getting to is that around 11, I started growing my hair out and I had started dyeing it. A few years later, I'm now 15, 16. I'm into heavy metal and rock and punk and emo music, and I decide I'm gonna start straightening my hair and dye it black. About a year later, I am now like 16, and I've met a bunch of people that are really into My Chemical Romance and Bullet for My Valentine and Avenged Sevenfold and Trivium and all the bands that I absolutely love. And all of those people are going around drinking a certain energy drink, black can, green logo. I'm sure you know the one. They're not paying me to tell this story, so I'm not going to name them. And they never will pay me, so I never will. Point being, I got really into energy drinks because everyone I was around was really into energy drinks. And now 14 years later, I still haven't really... I have a lot more control over it. Back then I was drinking a couple of energy drinks per day. Maybe not a couple, but at least one big can of that particular brand. Now I might go a couple of days without one, but I've definitely developed what is essentially an addiction to caffeine, because when I don't have caffeine for an extended period of time, I do get withdrawal symptoms. Essentially, I get migraines when I don't have caffeine, and I've tested this extensively. Now, I will admit, this is a slight self-diagnosis because I don't know that objectively it is caffeine withdrawal, but essentially, I went to the US last year, and on my travels there, somehow I neglected to have any caffeine. I don't know how, because usually going through airports, I will grab an energy drink with some snacks and stuff, but somehow I didn't. And I ended up going a couple of days without any caffeine. And when I tell you that I had one of the worst migraines of my life, I really did. And it turns out that it was sort of a caffeine thing. And I went through similar recently. I went a couple of days without drinking any coffee or really any tea or anything really, caffeinated like that. And I got another major headache, which was awful. And it was just, it's such a weird thing that, 14 years later, I still haven't managed to kick this thing. And I know that the solution is to either cut back slowly or go cold turkey and just deal with it, but I've yet to do either. I've been meaning to for years. I just haven't done either yet. And maybe one day, I will. What have you got for me? I want more of these bots. I think we need them. I absolutely think we need them. I'm also going to get this, and we are going to put these bots out there to keep things nice and clean, because things do occasionally get filthy around here, and I'd really rather prefer that they didn't. Now, it does, just looking around here, what are you? Oh, some of them have different conditions. That makes sense. I probably didn't need to do 2 separate laser surgery rooms over here, but it does kind of give me an excuse to spend some of the money that we have, $87,000 or credits, to get another corner of this hospital. So that's actually not so bad. What are you complaining about? You're hungry? That's a vending machine. Is it it's a drink. That's a drinks vending machine. Okay. So if I was to go into here and get you that's also a drinks vending machine. Are they all drinks vending machines? Phil's Nutrition, Extreme Thirst. Are they all drinks vending machines? We'll put that one there and see what happens. I don't know if anyone's actually going to go to it, but we'll find out. At the very least, we are diagnosing people nice and quickly now with, 5 diagnosis rooms? Although we're apparently missing a member of staff for this one. Oh, no, they're en route. Okay. Well, that's actually kind of fine. We also have, what, one more person to be treated for this Burning Man thing, which is going to be you. You really don't look so good. You really, you really don't look so good. You are also absolutely starving and really need a toilet. We should probably get some toilets around here, although we do have one right down here. So, I mean, if you're that bad, you could go to it. Can we at least prioritize you? So your treatment queue 2 of 6 for the Dramarium. We'll go ahead and prioritize you. Also, yeah, it's very Borg. I was right. This is very, very Borg, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely something, is what it is. Let me have a look here. What else do we get? We got the stabilizing solution. I don't think we need to worry about any of that. I'm not really interested in crafting anything right now either. And then for objects, we did get this, which is very cool looking. I do like that a lot. It's a very, very cool looking bench. And then I'm assuming we also got that as its own. Yeah, look at you. That is pretty cool looking, actually. I do like that a lot. Very, very cool looking. All right, so the last patient is... Oh, that's what the toilets look like when they're being used. It's the first time I've seen that. It turns into like a whole thing and then it goes away. That's pretty cool. All right, so can you be treated now? Your treatment queue 1 of 5. I mean, at least you're not... Your health is deteriorating. It would be nice if it didn't do that. I might need to use a stabilizing thing on you, now that I think about it, just to make sure. Stabilizing solution, you. You're also not doing great. I think we need more Dramariums. There's what, a queue of 6 here, a queue of 5 there. There's a queue of 2, 0, 0, 3. Yeah, I think we need another Dramarium. So let me copy you. Could I get a Dramarium over here? I mean, yes. Do I want to build one here? I don't know. I could build it here. That might be a good spot for it. I'd have to get rid of a lot of stuff, but that doesn't seem like the word. You know what? Let's cancel this. We have enough money. We've got 113,000 credits. Let's just, I don't know. Let's grab this space. 38,000 credits seems kind of reasonable. Let me grab this this Dramarium, and I guess up here or like here. I don't know. I don't really know where to put this. I guess here doesn't really hurt. Here doesn't really hurt either. Could rotate it around a little bit, put it here instead. Although that gives us a weird space up there. Let's do here. Let me copy you, and then we'll turn it this way around. That gives us a corridor in the middle. Also gives me space for more stuff alongside of it, and that seems pretty good. Do I have anyone that can work here? Of course we don't. Every time. Every single time. It's getting a little frustrating. We got Skin Lab. We've got Burning Projectile Medicine. There we go, Dreamarium. Let's get you. And let's get you locked to the room. And can I get another one? We got you. Let's get you locked to the room.
For your operation, noise cancellation prevents you from hearing our standing ovation.
Oh, apparently they're very happy with me. That's great. We're gonna need some benches though. So let me, I guess, get one here. And I'll get one right about here. That seems solid. We can get a couple of plants in those spaces as well. We'll go for that new one. A weird metallic looking one. I like this thing a lot. It's very, very cool. So go for right about there. We'll go for right about there. A little bit of decoration.
Maximum performance during that emergency event. We'll advise Tanky State to upgrade assessment of Terran capabilities.
Okay. So they think we're even better at doing our thing now. What do I get as a reward? We get reputation. We don't get a lot this time. I feel like it's building towards the finale.
My managers have industrial crates and stuff, so I don't need these anymore. Forever. Right. I forgot. Sorry.
Now this right here, that's a bit worrying that some of the patients are doing pretty badly. Let's get you kind of sorted out as well so that you're not doing as bad as you were.
Company Cabal Incorporated has had a logistics train suffer damage. The payload consists of damaged, leaky canisters. No normal passengers. Routing them to you now.
Well, we've certainly handled canister-based issues before. Nothing a spot of laser surgery can't fix, I imagine.
Oh, so it turns out that I probably did want to get that laser surgery thing. The new ones up here. That's not bad. That's actually kind of great. Let me get all of this. 60,000 is a lot of money, but I think it's going to be worth it because I can get another couple of these guys. And I can also get myself another teleport pad.
Are roaming the halls, Director.
Noshers? What are... You know what? It doesn't matter. We've got a teleport pad. People can get from down here to up here or from anywhere in the hospital to up here now, which is fantastic. That's what we want. We don't need more laser surgery. We probably don't need another staff lounge, although I could probably build one. I don't know if we need more... Well, I don't know what we need more of, to be quite honest with you. We got a queue of 6 here for this skin lab. Don't we have 2 of those? We do. A queue of 6 on that one as well. A queue of 1 right there. 1, 1, 1. We get 1 and 0. It seems like the skin lab might be the busiest thing that we have right now. Oh, this guy's a queue of 7. That's a little bit rough. 1 and 1, 3, 3. We've got 0. Yeah, so I think the crusher thing, whatever this is, the boning chamber. How could I ever forget the boning chamber? This is going to need a little bit of attention. So I don't know if I want to do it this way. I think I'd probably do. I think this probably makes sense. So we'll do a boning chamber right about there. And then I think we probably do want to get ourselves another skin lab just to be safe, because we are starting to see some queues on those. So we'll do a skin lab sort of tucked away in there. We're also going to need people for it. So Hatzel is going to work the boning chamber. And we've got no one for a skin lab right now, so reject everybody. We can lock Paddle to this room, and we've got you for that skin lab. You're going to get locked to it right there. So that's perfect. We've now got everyone working these rooms. That's hopefully going to help with the queues. Although I'm pausing intentionally this time. I do think we should get another bench right there. I think we should get a bench right there. And what way have I done this? Right there. And then maybe a teeny tiny little bench just here and here, just so people have some space to sit down. And we can do a few more of these plants around here just to decorate the space, which I think is pretty good looking. I think that works. So that'll hopefully keep them happy. It gives them decorations so they can stop complaining about that. We could maybe do some art in here as well. So a bit of art right there, a little bit of art right there. Maybe some kind of poster down here and another poster right here. That's pretty good, I think. What have we got going on? What are you complaining about? The wait time. Oh. We should be fine. Oh, that's a lot of canisters. That's a lot of canisters. Now, they don't have to go and check in, right? They're all waiting at the bottom of the stairs for some reason. Interesting. Moving to centrifuge. Wait, what? Wait, what do they need? Oh, they need the centrifuge and then laser surgery. Right. Okay, that suddenly makes a bit of sense. Right, let me copy you because we are gonna need another one of these. So we'll put a centrifuge right about there. Can I get anyone that can work this thing? Of course not. Reject everybody. And let's see if we can get someone that can work a centrifuge nice and quickly. Otherwise, these things are going to be queuing up like crazy, though we do have a doctor in there already. That's interesting. Do we have doctors in all of these? It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Do we? Hold on a minute. What are you? You're locked to that room. You're locked to that room. You're not locked. Oh, that's Ultra. Okay. Suddenly it makes sense. Suddenly I can kind of see what's going on here. All right. That's solid. Let me do another bench right here. Let me do another one of these guys right here. And maybe a little bench right there in the middle so we can do more plants around it. Because of course I'm going to do some plants around it. I love doing the plants around it. So right there. That seems pretty good. It's a lot of decorations. We are hopefully going to deal with all of these guys nice and quickly. This one's got all of its, where are you going? I don't know where you're going. Either way, it's been loaded up in the centrifuge, so we'll be heading over to laser surgery next. This is missing somebody. So Betty Napoleon, we're going to put you in there, and we're going to lock you to that room because I do want to make sure this place is up and running at all times. Now, why are they not moving to laser surgery? Oh, they're in queue for wait, they're in queue? Oh, that's laser surgery right there. Never mind. I was really confused for a second. I forgot we had laser surgery like here. Oh, that means we have 4 of them. Oh. Well, I guess that's not so bad having 4 of them because it means that we'll be doing this nice and quickly, right? That's the idea. Anyway, I'm also noticing a bunch of my staff going on break. So you know what? Let me come in here and build a nice big staff lounge. Although the question then becomes, we don't really have the space here for anything. So you know what? Yeah, let me do a nice big staff lounge. We'll do a fire down there. We can do, can I get these facing each other? I really hope so. Can I get one there and there? Can I get more? I absolutely can. Can I get a bunch of them? I absolutely can. Okay. That seems good. I don't know if I want to do advertising in here, but I think I'm going to, so we'll confirm that. And we'll just paint this place to be, we'll make this one red. Just to be a little bit different. Although it didn't seem to paint the chairs. You know what? It's not the end of the world. It's completely fine. It's all right.
All of the canisters have now been repaired. The substance they contain is totally new to me. I wonder where they're going.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering where they're going as well. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I think we can wait until next time to find out. This episode's going on a little bit longer than I wanted it to, so we'll wrap things up. I think we've made some really good progress with this hospital. Chances are in the next episode we're going to be moving on to the next hospital, but we will leave that for the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.